Finds it quickly on the left. Runs through a tackle. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations.
Maybe some room here. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Throwing more. Makes the catch. It's Johnson.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
Quick release by the QB. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed. The running back spot, they said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed, and that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, That's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's Moore to throw. Pulls it in. It's Moore.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the left. Finds some room. The 20. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Mills. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They go to the counter. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Finds his man, it's Hunter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The lone back's got it. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike, Rozier, Roger, Craig. I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Gets the back moving. Fighting off the defender. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time.
Caught, and he's got room. The 10. Touchdown, Husker. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
the AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Moore. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Makes the catch. It's hooked. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Hill. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore fires downfield. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Calandria. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I love when offenses see defenses and read them. Nice job. Defenses sitting back on 3rd and long, playing soft coverage. Get the ball to your playmaker. Let him do the rest. Nice job seeing it. Nice job executing by this offense.
And the Huskers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The Huskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Moore, play action. The short hands, it's Hooks. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Well, I know at the end of last year, a lot of people were wondering what was going to happen with Dante Moore. Was he going in the draft? People were talking about him being the 1st overall pick after that blowout loss in the playoff to Indiana. He decided to come back, and no one is happier than Dan Lanning at Oregon and the fans. And by the way, this quarterback room now, David, loaded. Of course, they got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska as well.
Yeah, and Dante Moore, to me, Like, does he take that next step? And you saw flashes of Dante Moore where it's great. Like, it is elite of elite. The Iowa game a year ago, when you needed it, had to have a play he can make it. Can he continue to be that guy consistently and not to make some of those mistakes? Because there is no denying this dude's talent. It's upper echelon level. It's first-round draft pick type stuff.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dante Moore. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hill. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like, last possession, you make a mistake. Easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
Complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's picked off at the goal line. Takes it the other way. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense does the work itself with the pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Mills. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, running back gets to give. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Oh, they're after him. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The run inside. It's Davison. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
Throwing more. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that is such a critical mistake for this offense, man. Such an opportunity to add to the lead, put more points on the board, keep the momentum. But sometimes you just get a little bit too aggressive. And, Palmer, they pay for it in a big way.
And that's one where the defense gave up some yards early in the drive, and you're wondering, you know, is the opponent going to score here at the end of the first half? But they're just waiting for one mistake, and they take advantage of the opportunity, jumping that pass in the air, picking it off, taking it all the way to the house, and now taking the lead.
And the extra point is good. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll go play action with Moore. Fires left. Tosses it incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Moore to throw. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hurricanes with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit.
This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now,
might have a chance. Rip! Oh my goodness, he's still moving. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snagged out of the air. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Moore from the gun on third down. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Going to the running game. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Scrambling away. On the run, deep down the right side.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air. It's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Hunter. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use them. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. on 4th down. They're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about this offense? Forget the field goal. I don't want the field goal. 4th and long, I like my chances. This offense does a great job. Nice execution. Now set up for
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They move on top here in the 4th. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore grabs it in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. Not much of a decision to make there, so the defense will move him back. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Here comes the offense on second down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5. It's second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Got his man downfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They're hoping to ride this guy and the running attack to an upset, and boy, this would be devastating if he can't go. We'll have Holly looking on him. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Fires to the big fella. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Rushes on him. Escapes trouble. Stepping to the right. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this.
Snags it and he's open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Listen, guys, final 2 minutes of this game, you've got to throw. You've got to be able to pick out wide receivers one-on-one that are going to make a play. I love running the football, but now is not the time. You need points to win.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Back to pass on second down. Hauls it in.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
They'll try to get the first through the air. It's on target and complete. Runs through a man. He might have space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Trying play action. And they're not on the same page there.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And I get it. You're trying to be smart right now because you got to go down the field and you got to make something happen and you got to make it happen pretty fast. But now you got to understand the situation. It's fourth down. This game's over if I don't get the first down. So the clock is not a part of the equation. I got to dial up a play and make sure I get this first down.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Moore. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
He picks up the first down, scoots out of bounds. They got 18 seconds to work with. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Moore to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's caught downfield. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Dante Moore. Throwing right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He will have to unleash a howitzer to try to win the game from here. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He just about had the pick, and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They'll try to move the sticks on 4th and short here in overtime. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't make the connection, and they get nothing here in the first possession of overtime. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Running inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Ducks in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throwing more. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Third down. Any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win.